All right, we're back. We got some Equilibrium in the den, and this one here is called MC Squared Double IPA, 8%. As you can see there, we got some additional info on the back, but not all the ingredient breakdown, so I have no idea what's inside this. I just know it's a double IPA, and Equilibrium is pretty good stuff. So let's check it out. We got our beer glass here. Go ahead and get it flowing. Get a look at that color. And there we go. That's what she looks like right there. Not too bad. Looks like we got some floaties. Looks like a snow globe type effect going on in there. No worries whatsoever. Seen floaties before. They're not harmful. I think it's just spent yeast cells. Won't do nothing. Maybe make you burp or something like that. Really good. Soft, fruity, juicy. It's nice. It's a easy drinking double IPA. Which is dangerous, because they can mask that that booze. All right, so we got Strike Gold Shaves Fireside Chat, and this was lent to me by my buddy. He's actually like my buddy. Like, he lives down the road, right up the highway, just like maybe 15 minutes. He let me borrow this, and I told him, I was like, hey, I'm a fan of that, and I've always wanted to try that from Strike Gold, but I just keep picking up other shit, you know? So he bought it, and he let me borrow it. So I believe this is in the Commander-in-Chief base, because it has goat's milk, but not Tussa Silk. So it's not his newest base, it's the previous base. So, really good stuff. We're going back to the Lancaster bowl here. Got it lathered up. I think my wife just got done doing her client's lashes, and now she's talking up a storm. We got the lather right here. We got our Viking soaps handle with the Strike Gold Shave Executive Knot. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the By The Fireplace from Maison Margelia replica. I'm just gonna do the Shave Cave, couple to the chest. I'm not gonna go rapid fire like Shave Cave does, but definitely gonna get a couple in the chest. By The Fireplace is a fucking banger. I kind of reserve it for cold weather or the winter time, because it is it's bold and banging. There's no doubt about it. It's bold and banging. It's kind of a nice, solid gourmand type scent. It smells so good you could eat it, but then it has this really prominent kind of smoky note, and it's almost as if you were like making dessert, baking dessert, like over an open fire or something. By the Fireplace or Fireside Chat gives you kind of like the perfect picture in your brain when you're thinking of it, because it's not like a campfire. It's it smells a little bit cleaner than that, but it's still very much smoky. Now the soap itself, the Fireside Chat soap, is a little bit subdued. That smokiness is definitely not as prominent in the soap, and so thus using the By The Fireplace EDP at the beginning of the shave to kind of bump that smokiness back up for my shaving experience. But it is quite close to the original fragrance, just minus that prominent smoke note, which some people might actually appreciate that. I kind of wish it was still there because I really enjoy that smoke note. It's a fantastic scent. We're going to be using the Alpha Outlaw handle with the Charcoal Goods Level 2 head and a Polsilver on its second use. I used this yesterday. I didn't upload the video because I got a little bit drunk and I went on a bit of a rant defending my job, the Postal Service. And whereas I meant everything I said, me being drunk kind of had a bad effect on the delivery of it. There was a lot of you motherfuckers and motherfuckers are bitching and whining and all this jazz. There was a lot of that, like. And so I rewatched it, and I rewatched it this morning on my way to work, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I meant what I said, but I didn't want to come across like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely wanted to give an opposite perspective because everybody seems to be in the taking shots at the post office boat in the shaving community right now, and fuck you guys. But seriously, I think I'm just gonna toss the video because I think I went a little bit too hard on my drunken rant, and you know, I didn't intend for it to come across that abrasive. So basically the gist is like there's a lot of fucking hardworking people that are putting in long hours, 7 days a week, and they're trying their fucking best, you know what I mean? And not trying to give an excuse, but kind of like I told CDB the other day in the comment section, it's not really an excuse, it's a reality that we're slammed, like busier than we've ever been, and the mail volume this year is unprecedented. And so just kind of try to keep in mind that the employees there are working their fucking asses off. And, you know, whereas the organization could maybe try to innovate and upgrade and all this to try to cope with the times, it's not going to happen that fast. It's something that we're going to have to be reactionary about. We're already behind the ball, you know what I mean? But the employees are busting their ass, you know? And probably the same exact boat for FedEx and UPS, that they're probably working extremely long hours and busting their ass too. So just kind of keep that in mind. Like, you're totally within your rights to be, you know, upset because you're excited for things to come in the mail and they're taking longer than normal. But it's kind of to be expected around this time of year. So try not to go too hard, you know what I mean, on the Postal Service, because the employees in there are working their ass off and they're getting work to the bone, long hours. So just try to keep that in mind. And if not, well, fuck you guys then. Alright, back to the shave. The Commander-in-Chief formula was quite good as it was. As you can see, it lathers up real nice. It has that goat's milk, which usually gives you a nice creamy dense lather. And a decent post shave. I'm a big fan of the new Patriot base from Strike Gold Shave. But this one's quite good too. I wouldn't hesitate to buy something in this base if I saw it and I wanted it. God, this fucking Charcoal Goods level 2 is just fantastic. Like, it just does me right every time I use it. So the scent strength before I put the cologne on, it was pretty good. I'd say it's probably a 6 out of 10. It was pretty bold and banging. But with the cologne is a fucking powerhouse. Like, 2 sprays is seriously all you'll need for your 8-hour day or 10-hour day. Like, you're good. That shit gets on your clothes, or that particular area of skin goes untouched, you're good. It's a fucking powerhouse fragrance. Alright. I assure you, we're BBS. That fucking Charcoal Goods level 2 just shaves me right. Knows how to hit all my spots. So that was really good. I appreciate it, Jason, my buddy, for letting me borrow this soap. It is definitely a winner in my book. At least now I know when I'm shopping Strike Gold Shave and this is in stock, I can buy it without hesitation. Fireside Chat is a good one. I think they have it at West Coast Shaving too, I believe. But yeah, really good shit, and I wouldn't hesitate to pick up the Commander-in-Chief base at all. Alright, let's get this off the face. Get some get some of this aftershave action going, see how that feels. So, this was the old aftershave formula as well. And so, it was a fairly standard, basic aftershave formula that, you know, enough people called for an upgrade, and they listened and upgraded it, and now it's quite nice. Still has alum in it, and a lot of people just hate the fact that it has alum in it, but they'll turn around and use alum at the end of their shaves, which I'm kind of like, I doubt the people that use alum after their shaves are the ones bitching and moaning. It's probably the ones that, there's that bitching and moaning again, but it's probably the ones that that don't use alum at all, that just hate alum in general. Those are probably the ones that are like, fuck those aftershaves with alum in it. To me, I throw some drops of good Oleo or Zingari Man Rescue Potion or the Tonka Bean aftershave serum. I throw in a post-shave product like that, and they're scentless, and so I can just add it directly in with the aftershave. Let me grab it right now. My go-to is the good Oleo. That's my favorite. So what I do is I get that pure oil blend. That's all it is. No fragrance. Although it does have a little, faint natural smell. Has a little bit of faint natural smell, but it's never going to overpower or interfere with your aftershave. So there's the matching aftershave, classic Strike Gold Shave bottles. So, denatured alcohol, water, fragrance, witch hazel, aloe, alum. So, fairly basic in this old formula. So what I do is I take the caps off both, since one hand is about to be used. And I put a couple drops of the good Oleo. And then with a quality restrictor, I add some Aftershave in the mix. Kind of integrate them in my hands. And it will reduce the alcohol burn a touch. So if you like that burn, it will reduce it just a little bit, but it's still there. And if you don't like the burn, well, it will reduce it a little bit. But that amount of skin food and that good Oleo really takes the post shave to the next level, and it doesn't interfere with the fragrance whatsoever. So it's good shit. The aftershave is surprisingly pretty similar to the soap, but I'm still getting that strong hit from the EDP as well, so just keep that in mind. Alright guys, that will do it for me. That was one hell of a shave. Take it easy on the post office. It's fucking, we're doing all we can. Thank you, Jason, for letting me borrow Fireside Chat. I fucking love that shit. My executive badger knot, hand-tied knot, custom knot is holding up really well. So that's good. I'm happy about that. Cheers, guys. Thank you for all your support. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.